Osaka Umeda is known as the stylish street and tea shop district. The atmosphere of this once imagined street has changed dramatically in recent years. Umeda Loft, a long-standing symbol of the tea shop district, has closed its doors. Shops that once attracted many people by selling their unique charm are now mostly vacant tenants, with only a few businesses remaining. So, what is happening now on the streets that were once at the forefront of trends where many young people gathered? In this video, we will introduce the past, present, and future of Osaka Umeda Chayamachi. Everyone at Daimatsu will keep having fun exploring. I'll do my best to make the video enjoyable for you. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. So, I went to Umeda, the bustling district in Osaka City. This Umeda station on the Hankyu Railway is Umeda. In the area, it's known as the station closest to the Chayamachi district. Chayamachi is located in Kita Ward, Osaka City, Osaka Prefecture. Chayamachi exists and is currently crowded along the main street. The northeast area of Umeda is Chayamachi, and it's located right next to Hankyu Umeda Station. Chinami, there's a red sightseeing bus on the building's roof. For Osaka residents, the HEP5 commercial facility, known for its iconic red Ferris wheel, is situated outside Chayamachi. The northwest area of Umeda features places like Grand Front Osaka and Grand Front Osaka Ruku Ayodoba Shikamera, which are currently the most rapidly developing spots in Osaka. To the south, you'll find hotels and commercial facilities such as Hilton Osaka and Ima Breeze. So when you hear Umeda Chayamachi, what kind of impression do people living in Kansai have? It's often seen as a place where a lot of young people gather, or where the latest trends are happening. Many people would probably describe it as a stylish town or something like that. That's the public perception. The streets are clean, sophisticated, and stylish. Exactly. Recently, it seems like the streets have lost some of their liveliness, and I've started filming videos to capture that. So from here, I'd like to introduce how the tea shop district has changed and become less stylish. Chayamachi's origin is tied to its division into northern and southern parts. The name originates from the 3 tea houses that once existed along the old Yanozaki Street. I'm currently walking along the old Nose Street, but there are no traces left that show there used to be tea houses here. In 1889, a tower called Ryunkaku, a 9-story building standing 39 meters tall, was built as a symbol of Umeda, and it stood here in the Chaya district. Although there were plans to reopen it, it was closed in January 1924. This is present-day Haigoshi Umeda. It was apparently near the community hall. A stone monument stood before the community hall stating it was once a double-track railway. An information board was also present. I'm not really sure. After it was dismantled in 15 years, Umeda Higashi Elementary School was built on the site, and now it's the Umeda Community Center. The assembly hall was also used as the elementary school's gymnasium. The building's appearance clearly indicates it's a school. In 1989, due to a decline in the number of students, Umeda Higashi Elementary School was closed and the gymnasium on the school grounds remained as the Umeda Higashi Community Hall. The school building was also used for a long time as a learning room, but it was demolished about 10 years ago. The Osaka Institute of Technology campus is now located there. At first sight, it resembles a tall building rather than a university. Compared to the street view from 2009, it's hard to believe this is the same place. The road used to be much narrower. Chayamachi had old houses from the Meiji era and post-war period standing side by side. During the war, although Osaka was heavily bombed in the Great Osaka Air Raid, this area was spared from major damage, so the old houses remained as they were. That's how it was. While other parts of Osaka, such as Umeda, experienced rapid development, the tea house district was left untouched, as if frozen in time. It really felt that way. What really changed things was in 1969 when a new road called Shinsuido-suji opened on the east side of the tea house district, making it easy to get from the Osaka city streets to the downtown area. It became accessible. The old traditional tea house district was losing its young people, becoming more high-aged, and the population was gradually declining. The reason the elementary schools I mentioned earlier ended up merging was also due to the declining number of students. That was the situation in the tea house district, but right next to Umeda Station in the prime high-rise area, things were different. A developer set their sights on it before anyone else. It was during the bubble period. Redevelopment started again in the latter half of the 1980s. Every day, there were things like company dormitories, the Osaka Art Theater, and beauty schools. They opened for business and continued on. They shaped the Chayamachi district into its current form. Even though it's easy to say they built it, it's not just a passing phrase. The Umeda Loft opened in 1989. It's a large store in an 8-story building, part of which is a tenant area. But the entire building is basically loft. They carry so many products that you could find just about anything from magazines to whatever you need. This store captured the hearts of young people and became a place where many people would visit Loft. Concurrently, Theater Umeda, a movie theater, also opened in Umeda Loft's basement. This place also captured many hearts. In 1998, the redevelopment project for the Chayamachi shopping district was decided as part of the city planning, and by 2005, many new clothing stores and other shops had opened. It's a fashionable building. When Chayamachi opened, young people started gathering in Chayamachi all at once. It developed into a stylish street in the metropolis. The Chayamachi building, a complex featuring a pure bookstore, opened in the 2010s. In 2011, it was built right next to the true side of Chayamachi. On the lower floors of the high-rise building, a facility called New Chayamachi Plus, which is also a fashion building, opened. I think there are many people who have a special attachment to watching anime individually, but the amusement Chayamachi Osaka store, which opened in 1997, is a game center that is also called the Holy Land of Sound Games. Starting with Loft, many facilities aimed at young people have opened. It was still in its early stages until the 2000s. Redevelopment has begun on a street where old row houses and high-rises stand side by side. As far as I can remember, even after redevelopment began, until around 2015, it still felt like there were old houses left, but now they're all gone. When I looked it up, it seems there was a fire in the tea shop district around 2017, and at that time, the old houses that had remained in this area until the end were also burned down, so that's what happened. This is the tea shop district, but recently the lively atmosphere has disappeared. There must be a lot of people who haven't been to the tea shop district in a long time, right, Girigiri? Even for a young person like me, it's been 5 years since my last visit to the tea shop district for this shoot. Looking at the current situation, Muchayatown now stands out for its vacant stores. Personally, it made me feel a bit sad, since it used to be a place I often visited during my college days. As soon as you enter the first floor, you immediately notice the vacant spaces, but the moment you step into the facility, it suddenly becomes lively with people. I want to draw your attention to the 3rd and 4th floors. Most of the third floor is blocked off by barricades, so you can hardly go inside. In November 2014, Animate moved from its current location, so the store is preparing to open, and that's why it's all barricaded. Next, when I went up to the 4th floor, it was also almost completely empty and vacant. It seems that none of the stores around the escalator are open for business. On this floor, only a beauty salon appears to be in operation. The store's interior remnants remained after its closure. The escalators between floors 10 and 11 have also been shut down. Even though the entire facility is so spacious, it feels like there aren't many people here. Interestingly, only the tower records on the 6th floor had a lot of people. When it first opened, it was known as a trend-setting spot with many apparel tenants, and it really stood out even in Umeda. It used to be a fashion building, but in recent years there haven't been any new trends and it feels like it's been overshadowed. It's currently undergoing a major renewal. From the summer of 2024 to the fall of 2025, renovations will be carried out in stages. The 3rd floor's Animate remains unchanged, but 3 stores on the 1st floor's Akitanen area now require reservations. Also, the store on the 3rd floor that sells Tower vinyl records is Akatinan. It is scheduled to move to the 4th floor of Rake. Even after Tower Vinyl moves, I don't think the 4th floor will remain vacant, but according to the information, the 4th floor is scheduled to be renovated as the floor for amusement hobby, so it will attract stores related to anime. I think it's probably a plan. For a while now, there have been too many events, and it's true that the flow of people in Akihabara has been stopped. I got the impression that they want to either preserve the original image of the facility from when it first opened or specialize it more in subculture like anime, but they're not sure which direction to take. But the fashion floor is scheduled to be renovated again after the renewal, so it's still fashion for now. The image is quite different from before when there used to be a lot of Kansai stores. Even after the renewal, I'm a bit worried that the tenants might change again soon, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And so, Umeda Loft will close in the spring of 2025 and leave this location. Since 1989, it has been operating as the face of Chayamachi. It was Loft, but in recent years, sales have apparently been declining for a long time. The underground theater at Umeda Loft. Umeda is known for its plum fields, visible from the Sky Garden Observatory. It has moved to Sky Building. Amusement that became a sacred place for sound games. The tea shop in the shopping district had been in business for many years, but it closed in 2013. The 2-story building has turned into a gacha specialty store. It's overflowing with gacha everywhere. It's excessive. Loft and Amusement Jam, longtime supporters of the shopping district, have closed. The changing landscape of Chinatown. I have many memories from my student days, and I felt sad about Chinatown's current state. This is just my personal impression. I regretted not visiting recently. To be honest, I never really had the impression that Chinatown itself had few people, but maybe that's because there were always a lot of nearby vocational school and university students, or people visiting the art theaters. I'm not really sure, so I can't say for certain. It's not an area for shopping, I'm certain about that. The widespread availability of clothing online and in stores has significantly impacted the way we shop. Loft was known for its wide variety of products, but it just can't compete with the internet. Also, the floors are divided by product type, but basically you can't move between floors without going through the register, so it's a bit of a hassle to shop there. Its distance from non-Hankyu Umeda stations is another reason. It's located in Osaka's biggest entertainment district. Umeda is Osaka's main metro hub. However, Chayamachi, where many apparel companies are located, is a bit farther from there. And the main reason is that people and tenants are being drawn to the development of the northern area around Osaka Station, starting with Grand Front Osaka. Take a look. This is the street lined with buildings on the north side of Osaka Station. Most people now shop in the Umeda area north of Osaka Station at places like Grand Front Osaka, Lukua, and Yodobashi Camera. That's how it feels now. I used to be on the south side of the Umeda area. There are two commercial facilities, Ima and Breeze Breeze. I introduced Breeze Breeze before, and for the first time in my channel's history, it surpassed 1 million views and was reborn. It's a video. How many people worldwide can create a video that gets over 1 million views? It's something I truly appreciate. These two commercial facilities are also attracting people and tenants in the same way as part of the redevelopment of the north side of Osaka Station. Regarding Ima, just like Chayamachi, it opened as a fashion building, but now it seems that only one apparel store remains. Chayamachi is in the same situation. You could say that's how things are now. If we speak formally about Umeda Loft with the relocation, within the Osaka-Kita area, Umeda Loft will downsize its scale in the Umeda area and relocate with a new opening in the spring of 2025. As of the release of this video, the plan is not yet open. The new location hasn't been officially announced yet, but it's almost certain. I think it will move somewhere to the north side of Osaka Station. Since there's a loft inside the room from the start, it's not here, but in Frang Green. The commercial facility on the south side of Osaka is set to open in spring 2025, making it the likeliest choice. I think it's highly likely to be an individual. If Loft's new location is not in the north area of Osaka Station, just laugh it off in the comments. If I'm mistaken, kindly let me know. It's still undecided what will go into the building after Loft moves out. From the perspective of someone running a shop in Chayamachi, it seems like people are hoping for commercial facilities, but what do you think? The electronics store in Umeda is like a whole town of electronics stores. It's kind of interesting just to go in and look around. In Akihabara, Animate is scheduled to move from the nearby Umeda Center building, and the Kawaya Hobby Shop is also in the building of the former Sanko factory. When it comes to subculture streets in Osaka, Nipponbashi is famous, but there isn't really a street like that in Umeda, so it feels like Chayamachi is taking on that role. I think it's an area with vintage clothing stores and trendy cafes. Given its proximity to Nakazaki-cho, enhancing its identity as a unique trendy cafe district would be ideal, but also challenging. The future of the cafe district is uncertain, with no known redevelopment plans currently in place. There are also plans to build high-rise buildings. From now on, I think we should pay attention to how it will differentiate itself from other areas like Umeda and what kind of town it will become. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving it a high rating. See you next time. See you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.